Okay, ready to go.
Okay, hello there everybody, my name's Aceikith, this is Aceikith's Tales of Equestria. I'm with James Fan and Roseprincessmitia. This is the prologue episode to the Aceikith's Tales of Equestria. So I've got my storyline here. So if we introduce the characters, James Fan will be playing as Gearloose.
Hello.
Roseprincessmitia will be playing as Angel Brush. And me, myself, I've actually introduced a character of my own. My character is Blair Blades. So, the prologue episode is called the Cutie Mark Festival. So, if we begin... So the day begins in just around the outskirts of Ponyville. You've all been given an invitation, which is to a special event that was being told by your parents. It's been held right on the outskirts of Ponyville, and it's been hosted by 3 small fillies, which is ironically called the Cutie Mark Festival. It's a festival to, as it was in the title, to find the talents of blank flanks. So the first person to arrive is Gearloose. So you arrive, you see a small pony right by a gate as you come up to the entrance. So he's a quite a small pony. He's got small brown mane. He's got mainly a greyish coat with brown spots on him. He hasn't got his cutie mark. He always sounds like quite peppy. He does. And he just says to you, "Do you have your passport? Do you have your letter with you?"
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay, so what do you choose to do next? So you've got your letter with you. Do you choose to give it to him?
No, I choose to send it to someone else. Of course, yeah. I give it to him.
Okay, so thank you very much. And what he does next, he actually hands you this.
Oh, a bill.
No, no, he actually hands you a letter. It does. It is, in fact, a letter from the Cutie Mark Crusaders. It is. So if you could actually read that out to us.
Who wrote this? My little niece could write better than this.
It's the Cutie Mark Crusaders that has written it. That is why it's actually not the greatest out of handwriting.
You can say that again. All right. Dear guest, thank you for coming to the Cutie Mark Festival. I hope you will have a fun time finding your cutie mark and also making new friends. Please meet at the meeting post where you will make an audience to you all. Cutie Mark Crusaders, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle.
Okay, so yeah, you can keep the letter. The letter gets given out to every pony that actually enters the Cutie Mark Festival and goes through the gate. You have a few other ponies enter right behind you. Inside of that queue is Angel Brush. So you're on the next one to come up after a few more other ponies. You see Pipsqueak right ahead of you. He's quite peppy, as he not always is. And he says to you, "Have you got your invitation?"
Yes.
Can I see it?
Okay.
So he takes it from you after you hand it to him, and he gives you the same letter, so you know where to meet next. So Blair Blades is one of the last few to actually turn up. So
typical you, always late.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So Blair Blades is a bit of a rush. She's running up to the gate. One of the last few. She goes.
That's not like you running.
Be quiet.
I'm sorry, but you're the James May of all of us. You'll never run.
I'm not saying anything.
What is this, Top Gear or MLP?
It's supposed to be MLP, but I think James Fan is wanting to make it into Top Gear instead.
No, let's face it, it's more entertaining.
It might be.
This is what's going
to some people.
This is what's going to get us 1 million views.
I'm going to have to start it again now because you said that.
No, don't worry. Continue. Wait, what?
Okay, so if I start that again. So Blair Blades comes up to the gate in a bit of a rush and a bit of a huff. Finally, made it. And Pipsqueak comes up to the gate, up to Blair Blades. "You got your invitation?" I said, "Yeah, I've got it right here." Blair Blades hands her invitation over to Pipsqueak, and Pipsqueak then hands over the envelope which contains the letter from the Cutie Mark Crusaders. So every pony is now inside of the Cutie Mark Festival grounds. So you go right up to the podium. It's only a few more minutes until the Cutie Mark Crusaders are due to be out. The stage itself is actually quite simple. It's only like an ordinary black with a few steps. It was only prepared by the Cutie Mark Crusaders, so it wasn't anything like spectacular or anything like that.
Budget cuts.
Well, Cutie Mark Crusaders won't really have any money, will they?
Well, because
No budget at all.
Oh, Steve. Oh.
No
James
budget.
fan.
No
Really?
budget. That's what I said.
Yeah. But, you know, they are only meant to be little fillies after all. So
Yeah,
you can't
leave 'em
expect them to... Yeah, exactly. Leave them alone. So, yeah, you all meet at the podium. And, like, ironically, you have Gearloose, you have Angel Brush and Blair Blades all standing next to each other. They don't know each other. So, nobody knows each other at the moment. So, you have other ponies around us all who also don't have their Cutie Marks. And then a few more minutes later, it's not much longer until the Cutie Mark Crusaders walk out onto the podium to greet every pony. So, like, you just hear just out in the bloom, you do just good morning, every pony. And Apple Bloom is just walking up the other side of the steps, from the other side from where every pony else is. Apple Bloom is assumed as the leader of the three. They are.
I do see that in the show.
Yeah. So she is the first one to greet every pony. She is. So she's got bright orange eyes, pinkish red mane with a pink bow in it, and she's got like a pale olive-like coat. She has. The filly that's standing right next to her is Sweetie Belle. She's got like a pale greenish eyes, a mulberry and light grey rose mane, and light grey coat to match her mane a little bit. And
can I just point something out quickly? It's just we know what Sweetie Belle's Apple Bloom and Scootaloo look like. Will it save time if we just skip past the descriptions of them?
We do. They may not. That's why I'm doing it. Like, I guess we could do that though, really, to be honest, because we do know what they all look like. So it probably would actually make sense. So yeah, we can skip that part. So, like, Sweetie Belle's normally a little bit on the shy side. Not too much, but she's very, very positive. She is. So she's standing alongside Apple Bloom. She is. So Apple Bloom continues her introduction with Sweetie Belle. We have a great number of activities around the entire area. And then Sweetie Belle takes her part. You can try finding whatever you want, as much as you want. Find out what your true talent is, and you may end up finding your Cutie Mark. And you both remember that there was supposed to be 3. There was, and soon enough you feel a brush of air come straight over the top of you, and you find the 3rd filly of the 3 flying around, and she looks like she's in a bit of trouble. She's not a great flyer. It's Scootaloo. Scootaloo's not really a skilled flyer, as ponies around Ponyville would know. And she's trying to keep herself balanced, and she's not quite able to do it. And soon enough, she actually then starts to fly down between the 3 of us. She is, and she's not able to actually quite get herself up, and she just shouts out, "Watch out!
Duck!"
So if you can all roll body checks for me. So for both of you, that will be D4s.
D4s, yep.
It would be. So it's a little triangular dice.
Yep. We're still here, by the way. We're just waiting for one of our people to get her dice out. Don't look at me like that.
Okay, so you can roll D4s.
Right.
And try and roll high.
And what exactly did I do? I run.
Well, you don't just run. You more like try to jump out the way, but you actually end up jumping in the way. instead. So
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to need an ambulance?
so Scootaloo just goes bang right into you by an accident as she tries to stop herself. So you get knocked down onto the ground. You do. So if you can roll the D4 again for me.
Okay.
That's gone. So if you could roll that again, because that's actually gone off the board.
Three.
A 3. So if you could, so you're going to lose 1 stamina. So how stamina works is effectively, that is effectively like your health as such.
Right, so I'm going down from an 8 to a 7.
Yeah. So if you could rub out where your current is.
So I'm taking hits already.
So stamina can work in different ways. You can get hit, then you lose stamina for it. Can I have my pencil back?
Oh, yes, sorry.
So you can lose stamina many different ways. It can be like being hit. It can be being scared. It can be multiple different ways. Just do not let it get too low. If you run out of stamina, you can't do anything. Like you can be literally petrified. You can, or you can be a bit too badly hurt to be able to do anything.
Bit too badly hurt. I just had a Pegasus fly straight into me.
Well, you're lucky she's very small. She is. So if it was a full-size pony, like maybe Applejack, then you probably wouldn't have fared so well. So just think about that you're a little bit lucky like that. Okay. So Sweetie Belle, being the caring type, was a little worried for Gearloose, so she comes up to Gearloose. You okay?
What do you think?
And she...
Nah, joking. No, I'll be polite. Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
And she lends you a hoof to try and lift you back up.
Well, I've certainly been better.
Oh, good. And Apple Bloom goes right up to Scootaloo, and she goes, I knew you shouldn't have tried that. You know you was going to get yourself out, and now look what you've done. You've got one of our new filly friends hurt as well. And Scootaloo, being a normal, oh, I'm perfect sort of manner. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll get a hang of it eventually. And so Apple Bloom helps Scootaloo up. So now that is over and done with, Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo finish off their presentation for the start, and they have a board of each of the activities for the entire festival. So I'm going to allow you to decide what to do first.
Oh, okay, right, let's have a look at this list of activities.
So you've got to look at it as if, what would you enjoy?
Type work tracking.
Yeah, so basically that is effectively like a balance beam sort of thing. So you're balancing to get from one side of the rope to the other.
Archery, gem hunting, investigation.
That all...
sounds very Phoenix Wright.
So the investigators has actually got a time. It's not on that.
No, not Phoenix Wright. No, investigations. Miles Edgeworth. That's the Yeah.
So the investigators, although it's not on that piece of paper, but the investigators is actually scheduled for a specific time. It's actually scheduled to be the second event after lunch. It is.
Journalist, obstacle course. Oh, here's your one, painting.
Yeah.
So just remember, you don't know each other.
No.
Don't forget. And you don't know what your cutie mark is going to be either. So you don't know what your talent actually is. So
I'm going to go with archery.
Okay, so because it's all like a team-based sort of thing, the three of us have all been put together. We all have. Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo come up to you as we're reading the board to try and set out what our first event is going to be together. And Scootaloo is now a little bit apologetic. She is. Sweetie Belle comes up to you three and just says to you, have you finished deciding what you want to do for your first event?
Well, What does everybody want to do?
So I'll let you to decide of what you want to do.
I'm going to go with painting.
You want to do the painting. So don't forget, you've all got to decide as a team.
Yeah,
You'll have.
I don't mind painting.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mind a messy painter.
So Scootaloo is a bit apologetic, and she says to Gearloose, "I'm sorry I bumped into you earlier. I just don't know why I can't fly just yet. I want to be exactly like Rainbow Dash."
Yeah. Now, smallest of accidents. It's alright. I'm still training at flying myself.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm Scootaloo, by the way.
Yeah. Gear loose. But my friends call me Gears.
And Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom introduced themselves as well. And Blair Blade's very, very like abrasive. She is. Oh, I'm Blair Blades. And then the other three Cutie Monk Crusaders then turn to Angel Brush, sorry. And she... could you roll a charm check for me? This will go against also...
This one?
No, that will be your D6.
So it's the everyday Monopoly dice.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, it'll be that one. So yeah, just a charm check just for Angel Brush.
Oh, right.
I've got 5.
A 5. So you're quite shy, but you managed to just come out of your element just a little bit, despite the shyness. And you tell, so they ask you who you are. They ask you who you are a second time, and they notice that you're a little bit like one of their other friends. It's just a little bit like Fluttershy, don't you think? Yeah. So, what is your name? And Sweetie Bear's like, oh, she's so adorable. So, not the table there. So, painting is the first thing that you all want to do together. So you go into this little house you do. It's got like paintbrushes along each table with some paper and pencils and other bits and pieces. Quite neatly laid out, and you've got another pony that is in there as well. There's a unicorn pony. So it's not any pony that you would typically see. It's a mainly green pony with a like a yellow harp on her flank that she has, and she welcomes you all in with a few others. So you all sit down, and she shows you a portrait of what to draw. So she shows you something a little bit simple. So she shows you her cutie mark, and she says to you try and draw something that is a similar musical instrument, just as like her one. So the next thing I'm going to ask everybody to do now is roll d4s.
D4's the triangle.
Yep. That will be for your mind check.
Right.
That will be.
Well, it's higher than the last time I threw.
Yeah, it's better than a 1. At least nobody rolls a 1.
Yeah. I've got a 2. So
Okay.
I'm guessing I'm about 50-50 in my painting skills.
Yeah, like you're alright with your painting skills. That it's nothing like spectacular.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm a messy painter.
Yeah, but thankfully you're not quite as messy as what every pony else has seen. Blair Blades is kind of the same. She's a little bit messy, but not outrageously bad. However, Angel Rush seems to have a knack with this.
Yes.
He does.
I've got 3.
So you always get all the high numbers. Where did you go for your holidays? Las Vegas.
Maybe that's where we should take her. So yeah, Angel Brush seems to have a knack for this. She's painting not just one instrument, but she seems to be painting a few. It's not just like just odd instruments either. It seems to be like a collection of brass instruments, so like a trumpet. She's got a trombone. She's got a tuba.
What are you saying? The full orchestra?
Near enough, yeah. And Lara Heartstrings actually comes over to Angel Brush. She goes, "Wow, you really do have a talent for this."
Thanks.
And and she notices that you're near enough finished. She does. So she allows you to finish.
That's one quick painter.
Yeah, she seems to have actually like really gone very, very quick. She has with all of her painting skills. It's like as if she's done it before, although she probably has not done so. She looks at everybody else's paintings and she sees that no painting is better than Angel Brush's. And she actually asks Angel Brush to actually come up to the front of the class to actually show her painting.
Oh.
So
this is going to be interesting.
So yeah, and like Laura Hartstring just goes to Angel Brush, "Come on, Angel, your painting's so good. Come and show everybody." And Scootaloo comes up to Angel Brush and goes, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be right by your side." And she doesn't really allow you to actually think of it. She more like just takes your hoof straight away and takes the paper with you. And Sweetie Belle just holds the paper in front of her using her magic, which is like a pale green magic aura. So she holds holds Angel Brush's piece of paper, which has all of her art, and everybody just looks at it, and they all just like gasp and amazing. They do at the whole thing. He do. And everybody's like, "That is so amazing!" And soon enough, Angel Brush starts actually going up into the air. She does, and she starts to like light up, and soon after that, then she goes back down, and everybody else just gasps again. They do, and Scootaloo just goes, "Well, I didn't expect that to happen so quick." And then, like, what is your response to that?
Why is everyone looking at me?
Your cutie mark.
What? Huh?
And you look at it, and you just find the cutie mark that you actually have gained, which if I find that, then that way I can describe that. Which is an angel wings with a gold paintbrush. Striking a line, and it's like got like a gold like line on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
As well. And like everybody and every pony is like amazed. A few of the others come up. Some ponies gain their cutie mark so quick in the day.
It's like, wow, this is the 21st century.
Exactly. So that is the first cutie mark gained. That is.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah. Hoof clap. So
We need a pair of coconut.
Yeah. You can actually do that as well. So yeah, that is the.
Hey, Pete, watch what I can do
with my feet.
All right, let's get.
That's good, Steve. Yeah, what?
In case anybody was wondering out there, that's a bit from the Evans.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've got a bit off track. We'll get back to it.
Yeah, eventually. Okay, so after that, you're still amazed by your cutie mark. You are, Angel Brush. And Gearloose is looking at that as well. Gearloose, what do you say to Angel Brush?
I say I'll be polite. Congratulations. Yeah, I never thought somebody would get that cutie mark that quickly.
That's nice.
Hey, you don't need to be shy around me. We're friends now, if you like. I'm Gears.
Angel Brush.
Nice to meet you. So, you ready for the next event?
And Blair Blade just come right in between you and just said, "Yeah, come on, let's get on with the second event, shall we?" So the second event, so you can have a look. Don't forget, Angel Brush now obviously has her cutie mark, but the other two of us do not know what our cutie mark talent is. So if you have a look and decide what your second event will be, don't forget you have to all decide together.
Well, I still say I'd like to try the archery.
The archery? That does sound like my sort of thing. So, so you go along to the archery next. You do. So you got like if you see like targets, you do up at the other end of like a green field. You've got like bows and arrows of different sizes. Depending on the size of the pony, they can take the larger ones or they can take small ones. So it's only basic like bow and arrow, so nothing like too spectacular or design alike. Really. So nothing really that Rarity would look at that. Really. So what does everybody do as they turn up to this green field for this archery event?
I would go. I would look at. I would actually look at all the bows and arrows and see which size would best suit my size.
Okay, so if you could do a mind check for me, then you're going to try and look for the one that is actually the perfect size for you.
Yeah, mind check. That
would be your D4.
D4, right? Yeah. Please be high. Please be high.
Yeah, you just basically just think, oh, the bigger the better. So you try to pick the biggest one, and you immediately try to pick it up, and you more or less just drop it near enough straight away. You can't even lift it. You do. Angel Brush sees this, and so does Blair Blades. What do you think you're doing?
I think I'll choose another one. That was a bad choice.
Yeah, you need more strength like me. And Blair Blades picks the bow that is next to that one, seeing that that's too large even for her. She tends to actually have quite a bit of strength. She does. Compared to the both of you. Angel Brush, what do you do?
Did your mother ever tell you not to play with your food? Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody thought it'd be a good idea to bring food into this.
I'm sorry.
It's not lunchtime yet. Well, we're
way past lunchtime. Next will be dinner time.
Alright, hold on. What was you saying?
So Blair Blades has picked up a archery bow, and Gearloose dropped his because it's too big for him. So Angel Brush, you look at the bows and arrows. They're all different sizes. They are, so you know that you're not really the strong type. So you just go straight ahead and pick the smallest one there? Or?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Okay, so like it does feel very, very like you have no problem picking it up. So Gearloose, what do you do next? You know that was a bit of a silly thing to do.
Right. Right, well, obviously my pony's not an earth pony, so he's not going to be able to handle the big, heavy ones.
No.
And being a Pegasus, Pegasus seem to be around about the smallest size out of the three, aren't they?
Unicorns and Pegasi are pretty much the same typical size. It does go down to the actual how strong the pony is. Male ponies or colts, as they're known as a young one, are seen as a little bit stronger than what fillies are.
Right. Well, I think after the mishap of trying to go for the bigger one. Thank you.
I beg your Harold, sorry.
After failing to try the biggest one, he probably decides to go one size up from Angel Brush's one.
Okay. So So what you do next, you have plenty of arrows. So the Cutie Mock Crusaders each give you a quiver each with some arrows inside, around about 5, and they teach you how to use it in a safe environment. And so if you can all roll body checks for me.
Right,
that'll be a D4 for you both again.
D4.
3.
Nope.
Try again.
Yeah.
Try further up.
It might help if it was it would probably help if it was actually level.
1.
Don't worry. I also rolled a 1. So
this dice hates me.
So yeah, Angel Brush seems to actually gotten actually quite used to actually using her bow and arrow actually quite effectively. Seeing it is actually quite light. So she shoots a few darts, and she's actually not too far away from right in the middle. And she seems to be quite clever with this, actually. She knows that by pulling it too far, it's actually just going to make it a bit too wayward. And by pulling it not enough, it's not going to make it go to that far. So she actually pulls it near enough, pretty much just right. She does, and lets it slingshot away.
So far, Angel Brush seems to be the most capable out of all three of us.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I seem to be like the girl from Hunger Games sort of character.
Well, she is meant to be intelligent, so that is probably why. You know, she is supposed to actually be intelligent. She is, so like she does seem to be that way. Blair Blades and and also Gearloose, they are not actually faring too well. They're actually they're actually having trouble even getting the arrow on. They are, and it's like slipping out of their grasp it is, and they're having to actually ask the other pony to actually getting the arrow on, and then start to actually slingshot it. And this near enough takes the whole lesson just for them to actually just use a couple of arrows.
Oh dear.
It does.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get our cutie marks anytime soon.
No, that was embarrassing.
Totally. Well, to be honest, I'm not really a violent pony anyway.
No. Angel, how'd you do that?
I don't know.
Well, can you tell us how to do it? Because we just cannot seem to handle it.
Do you do it as a hobby or something?
Not really. It just happens.
Just happens?
No.
Really?
Nobody shoots 5 hours perfectly, it just happens.
I'm gonna do a mind. I'm gonna do a mind check. Because Blair Blades has a bit of a short temper.
Oh dear.
So she's a bit annoyed with herself. She is after that. She is, and it takes a little bit of time for her to actually get to grips with it, and she does. But eventually, she does get to grips with it eventually. But it does take some time. So there's that one done.
Right.
And so you've done painting, you've done archery.
Right. Well, considering Angel Brush chose the painting, I chose the archery. I think it should be your turn to choose.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, it keeps it nice and fair.
I've got an idea. How about gem hunting? So you all now go to gem hunting. So the Cutie Motor Constators explains to you that you are all to work in as a team. So to try and collect as much gems inside of a mountain as possible. So it's a little bit dangerous. It is, as they tell you, which does worry every pony a little bit, but not majorly.
Could you define dangerous?
So when I say dangerous, you are all given little pickaxes, which is to mine the gems out of like the walls as such. But as you're doing that, you've got to be careful of any rocks that might actually come down from above.
Rock slide.
Exactly. You've got to be careful of that. You have to try and not get yourself hurt or get inside of it, because you do not want to be doing that.
Basically, don't prevent a Pokemon move from happening.
Effectively, yeah.
Okay, this should be interesting.
Okay, so we all pick up pickaxes and we go up. So Angel Brush, you're the only one that can actually use magic. So if you could do a mind check and also a telekinesis talent check. So if you roll a d4 and then a second one.
Okay. 1.
Okay, so if you could roll it again for me.
I think that's your first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
2.
So so at first you're not particularly great. Yeah. So the thing that you can do next, don't forget you can use Cutie friendship tokens to actually like say re-roll it, or roll a d20, or just automatically pass it. So you can even have your friends actually use their friendship tokens as well if you wish, but you must use at least one of your own.
Ah.
So you can choose to use one of your friendship tokens if you wish and just roll it again.
Yeah, might as well do that.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of mine instead and give you a little bit of a helping hand. And Blair Blade just comes up to you and says to you, try and concentrate. You can do this. So you're going to roll a d20 instead of a d4.
Which is this one.
Yep, the big one. So if you could roll that for me.
It's a 1.
Oh, really? Okay. So if you roll that again, I'll let you just to roll that again.
Alright. It's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay, so it's not fantastic, but with the little bit of support from Blair Blades, you are able to concentrate a little bit better. You are, and with your telekinesis that you've managed to use, you end up actually just fluttering in your eyes, see where some of the gems are around the mountain. You do. So you tell every pony where in the group where the gems are. As you use it more, you do start to wear out. So you can't use it for too long because you are still quite young. You are at the moment. Your powers are still in development. You are at the moment. So you will need to tell me eventually when you do want to stop using, because otherwise your stamina will start to go down. You do. So like after a few turns or so, depending on how good your magic is, which will be determined by your die.
Me.
Depending on what you're rolling with your die, will determine how tired you're going to get. So you do need to be careful.
Yep.
So, because otherwise your stamina will start to go down. So you tell every pony where to go. Everybody starts mining. If everybody could roll body checks for me.
D4 again, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Can I try it again? 'Cause actually
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you didn't actually roll it. I did see that.
And that's it. We need a proper table for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do for next time.
For once, I've got a 4. For once.
So every pony inside the team is actually doing very, very well. They are. Now you're getting probably some of the most prized gems in the mountain. You are. So like you're getting your typical emeralds. I would probably suggest writing it down. I would do.
I know what the emeralds, amethysts, sapphires.
Yep, you're getting all of that. You're getting jades,
diamonds,
you're getting rubies, you're getting diamonds, which is actually
pink diamonds,
yep.
Blue diamonds, white. Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually getting some very rare items. You are in this, and like even some that the Cutie Mark Crusaders didn't expect you to actually find.
What, cat's eye?
Because of your magic, you've been able to find them all. Enough. If you could write some of it down, so if you write it on the other side of that page for me, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to be finding. So you find 3 sapphires.
3 saps.
Yep.
Yeah.
You find 4 rubies.
Rubies. 4.
Yep. You find 2 emeralds.
2 emeralds. I'm guessing they're not the chaos kind.
No.
What? 2 was it?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
You find another 2 diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Providing they're real and not fake.
Yeah, these are real. These are. You can tell by your magic. You can. If they weren't real, they wouldn't actually be glowing in your eyes. And then you also find 1 of each. You find a pink emerald.
Right, a pink emerald.
You find a green emerald, you can tell it's a green emerald instead of like the typical emeralds, because it's extra like glitter.
Right. Did you say there was also a blue one?
Yeah, and there was also a blue emerald. Now these special type of emeralds are very, very rare. They're worth a little bit of bits. They're worth quite an amount of bits. And if and Sweetie Belle comes up to you all and just says to you, "Oh, don't show Rarity that. She'll be on you like us. She'll be on you like any pony." So Angel Rush, if you could roll the D20 again for me.
19.
19. That's very, very high. So so your magic is actually getting better. It is as you're walking up the mountain. It is, and like Blair Blades comes up to you, just saying, "You're getting a hang of this. Keep it up."
Your horn is glowing like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, thank you.
And so every pony starts walking up a little bit further. It's getting a little bit colder. It's because you are walking up higher. You are, so that will start affecting your magic eventually. It will, but it won't affect you immediately. But you're very deep in concentration as you're getting used to your magic more. Well, so every pony starts getting into picking more gems out of the mountain, and you don't find too much amazing more. As you go up further into the mountain, you should do one more mind check for me.
Okay.
Both of us.
No, just Aimbrush. So D20 again. So
Oh, no,
D20.
Sorry. 5.
5. So you're starting to wear out a little bit. You are now. So like you're huffing and puffing a little bit, and like you're trying to keep it up. You are, and you suddenly hear Blair Blade just go, I think you can. I think that's over now. You can stop it. And like as soon as you let it go, you're just like, oh, you okay?
Just feel a little dizzy.
Yeah,
Take a break. You've done more than enough hard work.
Thanks.
Yeah, like Blair Blaze and Gear Loose, just take a hoof each to make sure you're keeping yourself balanced. You're definitely a little bit tired. You are. So if you could take 1 stamina for me. If it was any worse, you'd probably be taking more stamina taken away from you. But
that's the one when I changed the current one.
Yeah. See, you're a little bit lucky that was a bit over, because if it was any earlier, then you'll probably be getting very tired. You'll be. So you're a little bit lucky that it ended right at that moment.
You should feel lucky I lost my stamina from being hit by a flying Pegasus.
So yeah, so you walk down to the bottom of the mountain, and Apple Bloom just sees all of your bags that you had taken up with you, and Apple Bloom just goes, "Whoa, what did you take?"
Well, I'll tell you, if we found any more, we would needed a train to get them back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I could probably do it. Me and my dad, we do work for the railways.
Oh, awesome! And so that now that is over, you should look at the list again.
It's on the other side, sorry.
So yeah, so you start to look at the events list, and you start to hear a bell. You do, which is actually the calling time for lunch.
Hold on. What if I can do it on my phone?
Oh, sound effects.
Yes.
Well, we can do sound effects ourselves. I'll do effect.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I'll do some very good bear sound effects. No, listen. Whoa! That's a grizzly bear. This one's a polar bear.
Okay.
Last one.
What's that?
A gummy bear.
There we go. I've got a classic bell.
Right,
Okay, go on then.
Is someone going to answer that?
It's not the phone, that's the bell. I think it's time for lunch.
Yay! Run.
Yeah, so everybody just gallops into the hall. Everybody's pretty hungry. They are. So like, everybody's hungry after the first few events.
I'm not surprised. Painting, archery and gem hunting must build up quite the appetite.
They certainly do. So now you all go into the hall. You see a few adult ponies are cooking everyone's meal, and you smell it all. They smell really, really good.
Are we talking fish and chip shop good?
No, not fish and chips. No, but like you see what they're cooking. They're actually cooking pasta.
Italian.
So and they've got like hay that's sprinkled over the top as if it's like cheese. It is the sauce is like very creamy. It is as well.
Sounds like spaghetti carbonara.
It smells very, very nice. It does to all of us. The meals are free, as your parents had already paid for it along with the entrances to the festival. And you all afterwards decide to eat it all together. And excuse me. And as we all walk along, one of the adult ponies sees Angel Rush's Cutie mark straight away, and she just goes, "Oh, I see you've already got yours. What is that, my dear?"
Yeah, she got her mark at the first event as well.
Oh, that is fantastic.
My friend's here's a bit shy.
Oh, that's okay. And they just let you get on. All three of us decided to all eat together. There you do. So you will have our own table to ourselves. Each table can sit 3 ponies. You see a few of the others. Some of them have already got their Cutie marks. Some of them haven't. The Cutie mark Crusaders sit at their own table, which is a little bit larger than the rest, with a few of their adult friends, including their
You're
sisters.
really enjoying your lunch, aren't you?
With their adult sisters, so you got Rarity and Applejack as well, and you also see Rainbow Dash. They're all having a bit of a laugh together. They are. So what I'm going to do, this will probably be a good time for every pony to actually get to know each other more. This is so. So Gear Loose, if we so it'll be a good idea to like break the ice a little bit. So I guess
chink, chink, chink.
not literally.
Now I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Angel Brush, would you like to talk?
Yes.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you're allowed to get to know each other.
Yes, that'll be nice.
Yes. So tell me about your painting skills. Is that a hobby you do?
Well, actually, I do it for my daddy.
What coincidence! I do something like that with my dad as well.
Well, my daddy is, he owns an art museum.
An art museum? That is so awesome.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Well, it is nice, except when you have, like, lots of high society ponies coming in. Even when we had, like, one of the princesses come over and
Hold on, you've met an alicorn.
No way.
I've never seen an alicorn in my life.
she was very nice, and she was very tall, and she had flowing mane, and she had a bright smile like the sun.
No way.
Wait a minute, like the sun?
Yes.
You're not telling me you've met Celestia?
Yes,
The Celestia? The Celestia that rises the sun?
yes.
Oh my god, you it's like you're some kind of VIP spotter.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's just how my family is. I mean, my family are, well, wealthy.
I could definitely tell you're definitely in the right place.
Did I say something wrong?
No?
Nah.
Oh, why would you? It's so awesome that you got to meet a princess.
Yeah, you should feel lucky. Me and my family, we haven't met anybody. Well, we're more or less a quiet life. Well, actually, we don't have time for life working on the railway.
Hmm. Well, I don't exactly live the quiet life like you do.
Huh?
Yeah, like I actually came quite far from here. Quite far up north.
Up north, do you? Oh, were you from Manhattan?
No further than that. The Crystal Empire.
You're from the Crystal Empire?
Yeah.
What are you doing down this end of the woods then?
Well, my parents wanted me to try and get out for a little while. You see, I've been trying to practice jousting and fencing and sword fighting, but they just don't allow me to do that in the house. They say it's dangerous.
I'm not surprised, but mind you, that's parents for you. They don't like it when I bring my messy tools into the house.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Mind you, my mum doesn't like me making a mess full stop.
Well, I'm hoping to try and do that as the next thing. Do you both mind?
What, fencing?
Yeah, it just looks so cool. Did you see the last Equestria games?
To be honest, I'm not really a sporty person.
Pony.
Edit that out.
Yep. Okay. Take it again.
Yeah. I'm not really a sporty pony. Like I say, I'm more of a mechanical pony. I just love tinkering with stuff like that. But I'm always up for trying new things.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try it. Ever since seeing the last Equestrians, I've always wanted to start fencing. It just looks so cool. But I can't do it inside the house. And by doing it around the Crystal Empire, obviously with Princess Cadence and Shining Armour, it would create a little bit too much of onlookers.
Oh, don't forget about the baby.
Yeah. I just wish it wasn't such a problem.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. I've been to the Crystal Empire a couple of times, and I can definitely see that's where you're coming from.
So what about you, Gearloose? Do you do anything else apart from working on the railways? You did say about that earlier.
No, not really. It's not really. It's me dad. You see, he's worked on the railway all his life. He's an engineer, train driver, and now in his older years, he's calmed down. He's now station master at our local station.
Ooh, that does sound cool.
Yeah, he's taught me everything I know about engineering work. I bet you if we had an event on that's all about that kind of stuff, I'd get my Q mark straight away.
You probably would do.
Yeah.
You just have to keep at it.
Oh, I know. Me and my dad even had plans to restore an old steam engine we found.
Really?
Oh yeah,
It's still around?
Yeah, we found it in a shed a couple of years ago. In fact, it's the very first steam engine ever invented in Equestria.
I didn't even think they made them stuff sort of things anymore.
They don't. Like I said, it's the very first. It's hundreds of years old. It's called the Comet.
Ooh, that I've got to see.
Oh,
Right.
my.
To be honest, you don't want to see it at the moment. Like I said, me and my dad got to restore it. You know, we got to put new wheels on it, get new parts, give it a new coat of paint. Which Angel Brush, I think you'll be able to help with.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
mind you, I
Yeah.
have seen paintings like that in my father's art gallery.
Like what?
The comet.
Ah.
Those must have been old. The Comet's been away in storage for like 10, 15 years now. I doubt any other ponies around here would know about it.
Hmm.
Okay, so if we break away from there...
Yeah,
So if we
after all
can
this
take-
talking, it must be time for the next event.
Yeah, so it's been around about an hour. Every pony's gotten to eat, have a bit of a play around. They have to enjoy themselves. And we had already decided, obviously, over lunch, that our next thing that we was going to do was jousting. So jousting, how it works, if you don't know, is effectively ponies are on... to make it a little bit more safer, instead of being on real like mounts, they were instead going to be put onto like a remote control sort of like box sort of thing, with like play swords instead. They were excuse me, and like you have one on either side of like a long rope, you do, and you're meant to actually sail along. You are, and then point the jousting stick to the other side to try and get the other pony off of their box instead. But it's made in a very safe way. It is. Angel Brush doesn't quite know this yet, quite so much. She's very, very nervous about it. She's heard of
I'm not
jousting
surprised.
a little bit.
I sound nervous just from hearing about it.
I don't really like jousting.
Oh, come on, don't worry. Look, I'll even go easy on you. Look, you can even see these aren't actually real blades. That all they are is just like ordinary sticks. Come on, just give it a go.
Okay.
So the first two, Blair Blades and oh, sorry, no. So the first two, you have Angel Brush and Gearloose against each other first of all. You do, and
I really wish I didn't go up against Angel Brush first. I don't want to hurt her.
Oh, don't worry. She won't really get hurt. Look, you've actually got cushions right across the edges. So when she falls off, the box, you'll have her full cushioned. So she'll be fine. Don't worry.
I hope you're right.
So if you could, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you both to do mind checks and then a body check.
Right, okay.
The mind check is for how far the stick is having to go out
Right.
to the other pony, and then the second one is going to be the body check.
Right, okay.
1.
Can you roll that again? Make sure it's balanced out.
2.
A 2. Okay, so
that was for the mind.
yep. So that was for the mind, and now the body check. So to actually try and hit the other pony.
4.
4.
Oh wow! So
I'm guessing we both did a bang. Phew.
so both of you aren't actually getting it out quite far enough. Especially Angel Rush. She's definitely very scared. She is not really thinking about how far it's to go out, and Gerda's just trying to get it out, trying to make sure he's balanced. And the next thing you know, you're right up close together. You are, and as a automatic reaction, you both at near enough the exact same time actually try and actually aim at each other. But thankfully, as you both did it at the same time, instead of hitting each other, you actually hit each other's made up swords instead. So you don't quite hit each other, but you definitely do hit each other. The swords of each other's quite a little bit hard. You do. So you both turn around. You get ready for round 2. So none of you actually managed to hit each other. So it's now round 2. So you both do a mind check and body check again.
Same again.
2.
2.
Okay. And then the body check.
2.
4. That's my phone. Sorry. I'm a 4, so I'm guessing I've won.
The next one, you both go along up to each other again.
Shut up.
Shut up, phone. So Angel Brush and Gear Loose, they start to measure out around about the same, and then Angel Brush cowers a little bit. She does, and that gives and Gear Loose then gets a matter of automatic reaction again, and pokes her a little bit. And as Angel Brush hasn't got any balance at all, she ends up actually falling off of her box and actually then landing on the cushioned area to not hurt herself in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
but my character then probably jumps straight out of his box and goes over to her.
Yeah.
Are you okay? I haven't hurt you, have I?
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it.
But you can stop playing now. I think you've had more than enough experience.
Oh, come on. Right, Gear, you and me.
Okay. I'm gonna on second thoughts, Angel Brush. Can we have another go, please?
No.
Oh, don't wimp out, you wuss. So now it's Blair Blades and Gear Loose next. So if you can do mind and body check. So this is round 1.
2.
I got a 4.
So that's for the mind.
Yep, and then body check.
4.
I got a 6.
How'd you get 6?
Because my body type is
right,
actually
you got a
6. Yeah, because I'm an earth pony.
Well,
So-
obviously you're going to cream this event.
Yeah. So it seems like Blair Blades has actually already gotten the nick of it. Seeing other ponies actually doing this in the Equestria games. So she actually gets it out at the perfect level to mount, and then knowing that Gear Loose is just going to take an automatic swipe. So instead of just standing there, she actually sways out the way and actually ends up getting her made up sword right in a very good area, which Gear Loose can no way balance himself. So it ends up falling off in a quite an emphatic way. It does. And then they come up for round 2, and Blair Blade just go, oh, come, don't worry about it. Let's have another round.
Another round. Okay. I think.
So you go and mind check again.
4.
I've got a 1 on that one. So and then body check.
1.
Okay, so I've got a 5. So Blair Blaze's one isn't actually quite so good. She's trying to get a balance from the previous shot. She is, but she's not able to quite do it. What did you get on your first D4? Sorry,
I've got a 4.
you got a 4. So you're balancing quite well. You want to try and get a little bit of revenge. You are after that first round, and as you're trying to take the shot, pardon me, you're actually having a little bit of difficulty trying to actually hit Blair Blades. So she actually manages to actually dodge out the way, but because she's nowhere got a stick in the right area, she's definitely not able to hit Gear Loose. So we go on to round 3, so which is supposed to be the final round. So it's 1-0 to Blair Blades at the moment.
Right. That's a 2 for me, mind.
Okay, so that's 1 from me.
And another 4 for me.
Okay, I've got 5 again, so the exact same thing happens again. It does pretty much. And you see every pony else is actually quite wanting this to just keep on going. And Blair Blaze just says, I think everybody is enjoying this. Another round?
Oh, go on, one more. Can't let the fans down.
No, definitely not. As they say in jousting.
4 for the mind.
Oh, 2.
Oh, 1.
Oh, I won. Okay, so you're getting it very levelled out. You are, and like it does seem to be going quite well. Right up to the point of when you're about to hit the other pony, you actually you're not able to actually hit Blair Blades quite effectively. Blair Blades is trying to get a decent shot. She more like grazes you. She does. If you could do another body test for me. This is to test your balance.
Right. I'm guessing that was terrible balance. I say it was a 1.
Okay, so you're trying to get your balance, and eventually, as you get to the end, you're like just wobbling. You're trying to get up, but you can't, and you just suddenly just drop off the edge. You do, and you're a little bit angry with yourself.
Yeah, that I didn't wear padding.
Yeah, because you didn't really bounce on the cushion. You more like actually bounced and dropped onto the grass, because it's like you just dropped right below you. You tried to get up, but you couldn't. You couldn't quite do it. And as you try to get up, you see a glowing white light. You do from Blair Blades. You do, as she's gained her cutie mark as well.
Can we just remind people at home, what is your cutie mark?
Blair Blades' cutie mark is it's actually 2 silver swords crossing each other.
Not the most peaceful of cutie marks.
No, she does quite like sword fighting. So yeah, and they like cross each other as if they're like dual weapons. And you both look at the cutie mark. You're quite amazed, but then you see a little extra something else on her back left leg. You actually see something else. Looks like it's like a cut of some sort.
Ooh.
You do.
Has she been injured in this jousting?
No, this was actually from like a fillyhood injury that she had actually obtained when she actually first started attempting to do her some jousting. She actually ended up hurting herself by an accident a little bit, which is part of the reason why her parents actually did not like her doing any jousting. And so you're actually quite curious to how that came about. And as soon as you look at it, Blair Blades' tail just whips across it, and that way you can't see it. You're a little bit curious how that was done. Especially Gillis, you think it's actually just been done. So you actually just question it. So what would you say to that?
Right. Nice jousting, Blades. You really gave me a 1 for me money.
Yeah.
But I haven't hurt you, have I? It's just I noticed that little mark behind you.
No. That was done. That was done back home.
Oh, but I'm guessing this was a training injury.
Yeah. When I first started trying to jousting, I accidentally cut myself while trying to perform something, and it didn't quite finish so well.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but I am glad that it wasn't me that just did that.
Oh, if it was me, you would know. So, so now Blair Blades have actually now got her Cutie Mark. The next event is actually, ironically, the Investigators one. It was actually a pre-planned, timed event. This one was. So you all get called to like a big building. You do, like it's got like a purple roof to it. All the curtains are drawn, and like you all like look to each. We all just look at each other and just go, I wonder why we've been called to this house. Looks a bit like teared down.
Bit dark as well. Has somebody got 50 bits for the meter?
I don't think it's supposed to be a meter. And the Cutie Mark Crusaders come up and said, no, this is actually our investigators event. The haunted house. And they all point up. They do towards the house. And it is actually, in fact, a mansion.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I get it now. It's like a murder mystery.
Not quite to that extent. Effectively, we're going to have two ghosts going around, which Angel Rush immediately. Roll a mind check for me, which will be your D4.
All right, sorry. Whoop. 3.
3. Okay, so you're whimpering a little bit, but you're saying to yourself, "Gotta stay strong. Gotta stay strong."
Stay strong.
So she's not doing the full Fluttershy.
No, she's able to overcome her fear a little bit, but she knows it's going to be scary. It's because like she doesn't like ghosts. She doesn't really like too much of anything really. So so then the next thing is, so you see other ponies come up and Apple Bloom. So like then you see Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle go into the haunted mansion. You do. And the next thing, Apple Bloom is standing right by the front door, and she tells you a set of instructions, and she says it like this. So the next thing I will want you all to do is to try and find a ghost which has a key to get out. You all have to work within your teams. Now there are 2 ghosts around this mansion. One of them has the key. One of them is set to try and scare you. And it's very, very simple. They are. They're both the exact same colour. They're both white. And one of them, the ghost that has the key, his object is to hide, where the other ghost is setting out to try and scare any pony that comes by it.
Sounds like sounds like Booze from Mario.
Exactly, yeah. It's a kind of the same sort of thing in a way. So every pony walks up to the front door. So if everybody can roll mind checks for me.
D4 again.
Yep.
I've got a 4.
I've got a 4 as well.
Okay, so I've got a 3. So everybody walks in. Angel Rush just a little bit on the scared side of her fear. However, it's not really that bad to every pony. So you all walk in. You do, and and you see the mansions a little bit on the dark side. You do, and like Blair Blade just goes to Angel Rush and just goes, "You feel your energies back up after earlier?"
Yes.
Well, we could do with a light. It's quite dark. It is. So if you could roll 2 d4s for me, one for your telekinesis and then one for your mind.
2. 1.
Okay. So you start to try and illuminate the light. It's not too great. So quite good timing.
Well, I just did that because it was getting quite dark to see numbers.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That is. I'm going to try and help you to try and use one of my friendship tokens. Don't forget you can do that yourself if you want to do so. And Gear Leech, you can do the same if you want to as well. You can. So you can use your friendship tokens. Don't forget you've got 3 there. If I use this one, I've only got 1 more left. where with Angel Brush, if you use your one, you only have one left as well. You've got 2 at the moment, so you can choose to use it if you wish. But for me to be able to use mine, you have to use yours first. You do, because it will be me that's helping you out. So, do you wish to use your friendship token or not? Okay, so Gillis, do you want to use yours as well?
Yeah, okay. I've got plenty of spare.
Okay, so that is an automatic pass. So Angel Brush, you're trying to illuminate, and you're like, it's not quite brightening up well enough, and you're just thinking. So what do you say to yourself straight away?
Hang on, I'm trying to think. So trying to illuminate the room, but can't.
She can't quite do it. Yeah, she's trying to use her strength. Maybe she's still a little bit tired from earlier. You know, she did use her gem hunting. She did use her gem illuminating magic for quite some time. She did earlier on. So maybe she's still a little bit tired.
Yes, she is.
She is. So Gearloose and Blair Blades come up to her, and she goes, "Come on, I know you can do this. You did it once before, trying to do her gem hunting. You can do it again."
I can't. I used most of my magic.
Yeah. Don't worry, I've got an idea. I've got this from the gem hunting. This gem. Can you just use a little bit of magic on this?
Right.
Okay, so what gem do you actually choose to use?
Use one of the sapphires.
On the sapphires, okay.
Yeah.
So Angel Brush attempts to actually use her magic to try and use it against the sapphire. She does, which will break the sapphire, but it illuminates like a light. It does. So as well as instead, she's actually using like a levitation. She's trying to keep the light lighting around. It is going to shine blue. It is, so instead of it being like so it's not going to be the utmost clearest, but you're going to be able to see clear enough if you're able to get it far enough away from you. But obviously, from you using your magic earlier, you can only do it for so long before you start to get tired again. So you've got to obviously use it wisely again.
Right, there you go. That should help with the light.
So you shine it as far away from you as possible to try and illuminate the rooms around you. So let's go and find this ghost and try and get back out of here.
Okay.
So if everybody can roll mind checks for me.
D4 again.
Yeah.
1.
We all rolled ones. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to find it. And Blair Blades is like a little bit angry that she's not finding anywhere. Like she's getting a little bit frustrated. Like she's inside of like a very hot mansion, which is very dark. She doesn't like this type of area, and like it's like her short temper is starting to flare. It's
like, what is it, like the Bowser thing from Mario Party 7? It bubbles up.
In a way, yeah. Like she's getting further and further frustrated. She is, and she just goes, "Have you two found that ghost yet?"
Not yet, but just calm down a bit. We're not gonna get anywhere, but just blowing our tops.
Well, we better find that quick. This place is starting to terrify me.
This place is starting to terrify you. I'll say you're the bravest out of the 3 of us.
Maybe so, but it's not my sort of area.
No, don't worry. We still got plenty of the sapphire blue light at the moment. Although to be honest, I don't think we should hang around much longer.
No, especially if Angel Brush stuff starts to wear out. She's looking tired already. So if you could roll another mind check for me, try and make it higher.
All right.
Please.
3.
Okay. So you're fine for now, but you're definitely starting to feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
You are. So you're able to still illuminate the room around us. You are. But you definitely are starting to feel it a little bit. You're at the moment. So we're going along to the first room. We haven't found anything that we require. In fact, from maybe a few old dusty books, maybe of old ponytails, really like you know, the sort
from the first generation, second generation,
Yeah.
the dreaded third generation.
Yeah, and then maybe a few from generation 4 from like, you know, from what ponies have actually told every pony else, like the tale of the headless horse, the old pony trying to find a rusty horseshoe, as well, other things like that. But nothing of unique usefulness really to any of us. So we go along to the next room. We do. And it looks like the next room's like got a bookcase with a few more books. It's also got a piano to it as well. It looks like it's actually already playing. It does, but you see no pony actually playing it.
What's the tune?
Oh.
So it's a little bit like a slowed down version. It does to the actual My Little Pony theme tune, but it's slower. It is. So who's so like Blair Blaze is the first one to actually go through. She's going to roll a mind check, and she just like stops at the door, at like the doorway. She does, and she rolls a 1. So it's like, you know, she just goes, "What is that?"
We call that a piano.
But there's no pony at the piano.
A calliope then.
I don't look at this. I'm not going in there.
I'll go. We all know there's no such thing as ghosts.
And as you say that, unbeknown to any of us, a white ghost then appears behind all three of us.
Oh, like a pantomime.
Exactly. But none of us know about it just yet. So you have Gear Loose and just walk forward, and Angel Bush, you see Gear Loose just walk ahead of Blair Blades. You do, and we're both running it a little bit cautious. We're like Blair Blades, like he's the colt of the three of us. So like he's trying to act like, you know, very like, you know, oh, I've got to man up. I've got to be brave in front of these two.
Oh yeah, I gotta be brave in front of these two. Probably gonna get a wife in the future.
Maybe, you never know. Don't forget, he's only a colt.
Yeah, you're going a bit far in the future here. Yeah. Right.
Okay, so if you could roll a mind check for me to see if you can try and find the ghost.
Right, mate.
Yeah.
Right. 2.
Okay, so you don't find the ghost inside of this room. You're hearing the piano playing, but you see no pony there. You look around the room, you're not seeing them, and you draw the curtains and you see the outside. It looks like a little pond with a few fish sprouting up and then back down again with a few flowers around as well, and so. So it's illuminating the room a little bit more. You do, and both Blair Blades and Angel Rush feel a little breeze behind us. You do. So both of us have got to roll mind checks ourselves. Gear Loose doesn't have to.
Oh, wow.
So you feel the breeze. So you just suddenly just turn. You do, and like you instead of feeling scares. It's more like, because of the light that is illuminated, you feel a little bit more braver because you're not in such a dark room. You know, you're more like, you know, you're very stern. You are, and the ghost just like freezes. He does. So the ghost is going to roll a mind check of his own, which is he's like he just naturally just flees.
Whoosh.
He does upon your staring eyes. Like, it's not quite the stare, but because like the ghost is obviously supposed to be just a little filly, they definitely do feel a little bit scared. So they just fly up a set of stairs. They do, and which then you look up to the set of steps. And what do you want to do next? There's still another room that you could search, although you have seen the ghost that is trying to catch you, but it's just flew away. Go up these set of steps. So he could be leading you towards some pony else, or they could actually be leading you towards the right direction.
We'll go up the stairs.
Okay, so you need to tell the other two. You can't just walk up yourself.
Let's go up the stairs.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's where the ghost is heading.
I don't think we should be heading where the ghosts are.
Now wait a minute. Let's think about this. We don't know whether that ghost was the scare ghost or the key ghost. I mean, if that was the scare ghost, he didn't do a very good job, did he?
No, I guess not.
But I say we should go and investigate.
Okay, if you say so. So you're walking up the steps. Angel Brush, if you could roll an additional mind check. I'm gonna get you to do a instead of a d20, which you would normally do.
2.
Instead of rolling a d20, because you would have been rolling that instead. If you could roll a d12 for me instead.
D12. That's is it that one?
This one.
No, that's a d8.
That one. The one
Yeah,
that's like a football.
that one's a d12. You could roll that for me. You're starting to weaken out a little bit.
5.
A 5. Yeah, you're definitely starting to weaken out. You're like you have some sweat pouring from your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Your illuminating light from your horn is definitely starting to flicker a little bit.
Yeah.
You are, and Gearloose is starting to get worried.
Hey, you alright, Angel?
Yeah, I'm just being a little funny.
Do you want to take a break for a minute?
Yes, it will be nice.
Yeah, and you're right in the middle of the stairs. You are, and you know other ponies will probably start walking up here themselves soon. So it's probably not the best of ideas to actually be walking up. And you know, if you're taking much more further time, one of the other teams is probably going to be finding that themselves instead. So you need to make sure that you're actually able to keep going, despite all your magic started to wear out a little bit. You need to try and make sure that you're able to keep going for the other two, because without you, Gearloose and Blair Blades isn't able to actually keep going. They're going to be stuck, especially on a set of steps with no light whatsoever. If anything, they'll probably trip over. You will all trip over each other. So you need to try and stay a little bit stern. I'm going to roll a charm check. No, that's definitely not good. I'm going to use my final crystal. I am. So that will at least allow me to re-roll it. If you both want to, you can use an additional crystal if you want. And Rush, I'll probably say that you should keep yours for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But Gearloose, maybe it might be a good idea for you to use your second.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. So if I take that, put them away in a minute. So I'm going to roll d20. Okay, 5. So she's not able to do way too much. And she tries to say to you, if your light goes here, we'll be stuck. We'll need to keep going for at least a moment. Can you keep holding it for a little longer?
Not really.
So we'll all eventually start walking up the steps. You do. And as you get to the top of the steps, if you could roll another d12 for me.
Right.
Oh, too far.
6.
6. Okay, so
So your magic has increased a little bit.
only a tiny bit, but that's because of the little bit of motivation that Blair Blades has given Angel Brush. But she's definitely trying harder. She's going to lose the stamina for that. She is, as she's trying to actually try and work herself to try even harder. But she's definitely feeling weaker. So your stamina is going to go down by 1.
So your stamina is now 6.
Yeah.
I think so far Blades is the only one with full stamina.
Yeah. So like, there's very little light around. So we either have one of two decisions to make. Angel Brush can continue using her magic, but that increases the risk. Because if she runs out of stamina completely, she'll completely tire out. Otherwise, she can stop now, attempt to recover, but we will not be able to see too well. So we can we can try whatever we want. You can, but I'll leave it up to you two to do. So I think, because obviously Angel Brush is Angel Brush, you should have the first decision to make. But as this is going on, you're going to need to make it quick. Because while this is going on, your magic is still being used and you're feeling your energy being drained.
I'm going to recover.
You're going to recover. Gearless, would you want Angel Brush to do the same thing despite the light?
Yeah, sure.
Being quite dark.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take as much time as you can.
Okay, so you let go of your magic, and it's more like instead of just letting the gem go, it's more like as if everything just shuts down all of a sudden. Yeah, so it's a little bit like you just couldn't contain your magic any longer, and the gem that was being used just shatters. It does. So you lose that sapphire that you did use. So
that's down to 2.
Yeah.
Oh well, easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
I knew that sapphire was a fake. It's shattered.
But that's because you used the magic to try and use it as a light. You do, and by using it as a light, you had to pierce it. You did, which would in the end destroy it anyway. But because it's just dropped on the floor, it just shatters into a million pieces. It does. So everybody is now upstairs in the group. There is an additional 2 doorways, and when you get to the top, you hear like a little noise. You do like a laughing noise. You do as such. You don't know what it is. Like Angel Brush won't be able to detect it whatsoever because she's definitely a bit too tired to be able to keep going. Right at this very moment, and so she's going to need a few moments to like try and get her mind back together. So Blair Blades and Gearloose is going to make mind checks. They are to see if they find where the laugh is coming from.
Right. 1.
You're lucky. I got a 4. And Blair's ears just like twitch. They do, immediately hearing the ghost. And you go, and she just goes, "Do you think that's the key ghost, or the one that's trying to get us?"
Well, if it's a scared ghost, it would have scared us by now.
Yeah. Right, Gearloose, you stay with Angel Brush. I'm going to look for the ghost. And Blair Blades is about to just walk off. She is. You can decide that all 3 of us should stick together, or you can decide that yes, you should look after Angel Brush, and Blair Blades should go on her own. But it's your choice what you want to do. If you do want to stop her, you will have to use a charm check.
I say it'd be best for all of us to stick together.
Okay,
so charm check.
Yep, and I'll be rolling against you as well.
2.
1.
You're using a d6.
What's
instead of a d4. Your charm is 6.
Oh, the 6.
What did you roll?
Whoops, wrong one.
Oh.
It's the yeah.
Yeah, the charm one is the pink one.
3.
5.
5. Okay, so Gearloose is attempting to stop Blair Blades. What is the first thing you say?
Oh dear, I don't think we should all be separated in this place. It might be best if we all stick together.
But we can see Angel Brush is too tired right now. If we try and stick together, then some other pony might find the key. Look, you look after Angel Brush. I will try and find this key. I've only rolled a 4. I have. So this is Angel Brush's chance to actually try and redeem herself. It is.
Well, we have to stick together. In order to find this key, we can't be separated. Because if we get separated, then what would happen if we did get separated?
She's absolutely right. We could get lost. Then what will we do?
Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, we have to stick together. So it takes a few minutes for Angel Brush to actually recover from that telekinesis that she did use. Everybody is going to recover 1 stamina. They are, so they're going to go back up 1. They are.
Good.
So
I'm back to 8. There you go.
I'm back to 7.
If I pass you another pencil.
Now he tells us he has more pencils.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I thought I handed them out, that's why.
Oh, can you just pass me my drinky?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so after that few minutes, Blair Blaze makes sure that Angel Rush is okay, and she goes, "Yes, sir. It definitely is a little bit dark. I can't see very well.
Here, let me help you.
You sure you want to use it again?
Yes.
But what if your energy gets drained again?
Well, it doesn't matter. As long as we stick together and find that key.
Right, but if you need to let go, just do it.
Alright.
So if you could roll a mind check, instead of rolling a d4, I want you to roll a d6 for the inspirational moment.
6.
Oh, that is brilliant. So instead of actually now using a gem, your light just more like just and just like lights up the whole room as if the lights in the entire mansion's just been turned on.
It's like
And
someone's turned on Christmas lights.
Yeah, exactly. And the other ponies are like covering the hooves, including Blair Blaze and Gearloose, and just like, whoa.
Has anybody got any sunglasses?
No, I haven't. No. Goodness me. And you're just like, it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to just keep it like that?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
So.
could you at least turn it down just a little bit? I like to keep my sight.
Yeah, it turns down just a little bit, but you can see very clearly. And like the room, instead of being like very dark, very pale, very eerie, instead it's like it's very, very bright, like walls with like planks. The plank floorboard is very, very clear with like a purplish pink carpet rolling along on the middle part, and you see that each door is like it's pine wood. It is.
Ooh.
And it's very, very clear to see. And like the other ponies were trying to come up the stairs, but because it was so bright, they actually chose no. Let's just stay downstairs because it was just too bright. And you hear one of the ghosts just like, like make another cackled sort of laugh. You do, coming from one of the rooms. Blair Blades had already known where that laugh was. It was coming from the left side. That was. But she can't quite tell whether that was the ghost that's trying to catch the ponies or whether that is the ghost with the key. But we all have to make a decision of which door we're going to go through still. So Blair Blade just goes, I think we should go in the left one.
Good idea. In fact, I've got a plan.
What's that?
Right, simple. I'll open the door. Blaze, you get ready to jump it.
Okay.
Angel, in case you both fail to catch it, I want you to do the blind light thing again. Maybe if we can do that again, maybe we could dizzy it long enough.
Good idea. So we come up to the door. We do. It's a little bit. It's just a little bit eerie inside. But as we go up nearer to it, with Angel Bash's light, it starts to light up the room a little bit more. You see, like to the far left-hand side, there's like a mirror. It's like sitting on a desk with a stool. It probably would have been where another pony would have been brushed her hair first thing in the morning before going out for the day.
Oh, a dresser.
Exactly, yeah. The same type of dresser desk. So in that way, her mane would be recollected after an overnight sleep or just having a nap.
Sounds like my little sister in the morning.
Yeah, it probably is. And so the plan starts to come out to effect. So yeah. So what does Gearloose do? Because he's going to be the first pony to try and start the plan off.
Right. Okay. You ready? All right. You two ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. On the count of 3, I'll open the door.
Right.
Then we'll jump.
Right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, now.
Body check.
Oh, wait. This one.
Yeah.
this will be a good moment to get a 4.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. So you just push the door with both of your back hooves. You do. You just slam the door open. You do. And you see a white ghost right in front of you. You do, and it gets spooked. It does, and it tries to run, and it tries to fly at you. It does, and immediately as it tries to do so, Blair Blaze is going to try and jump on the ghost. Gets the 3. It's not the greatest. So she tries to jump at it, and she's more like tagging at the ghost. So she definitely needs a little bit of help. It's like, you guys could help, you know.
Right. Okay, Angel Heart. The light now.
All right.
And so, if you could do another mind check for me.
3.
Yeah, that's about enough. So your light just brightens along for a moment. It's like a quick strobe of light thing. It is. It just shines across the room all over again. And it blinds the ghost, but it also blinds Blair. It does as well. So she's going to do a mind check to try and cover her eyes in time. She's only going to get 1, so it blinds her as well. You could have warned me, you know.
Sorry.
And she just drops off of the ghost, but as she drops off the ghost, she actually pulls the white robe off of the ghost as well. She does as well, and she just drops onto the floor. Yeah, she's going to get a 1 in that, so she's actually going to lose 1 stamina because of that. So she drops on the floor, a bit of a nasty hit. That is, and the ghost is actually Sweetie Belle, who actually has the key around her neck. She does. So now is your chance to get the key. So what do you choose to do? You've got to be very quick about it, because as soon as she realises that her robe is actually being taken away from her, she's either going to do 1 or 2 things. She's either going to try and put the robe back on her, so you need to get it off of her again, or she's going to just attempt to make a run for it. But you got to act quick.
Well, I say we quickly jump in and try and grab the key. Right. While we still got the opportunity.
Okay, so if you make a body check for me. Yep.
What?
3.
1.
Okay, so Gearluch tries to make a jump to try and get the key, misses, and as she tries to just dodge out the way, but then Angel Brush actually managed to get her just about enough, and she just goes like, "Oh no!" And Angel Brush, with her magic, is then able to actually lift the key from her neck to try and retrieve it for herself. She does. If you could roll an additional mind check, if you could roll a D8 instead of the D6 from earlier.
D8, that's the...
this is just for Angel Brush.
It's the diamond-shaped one.
Yeah.
1.
Oh dear, that is not going to be good. So your light that you was actually able to make very, very good earlier on, it's very it just creates a few sparks. You're not able to control it. Maybe you didn't quite have enough of a rest from earlier on, or maybe the power that you was trying to use was a bit too much. You're still able to carry the key, because as soon as it starts to go, you, instead of using your magic to do that, instead you just carry it in your hoof. But you're definitely worn out as the light just goes from you, and you just it just collapse. You do. If you could lose an additional stamina for that. And Blair Blade just comes up to Angel Rush, and she just tries to pick her up. She goes, "Is your magic gone again?"
Yes.
Oh no, we better get out of here.
Yeah, come on, we'll both carry her.
Right. So both of us will need to make body checks.
Right, so D4.
Yeah, I'll be doing D6. Oops, shoot. Oh wow, it's gone underneath.
Whatever helps, I've got a 4.
Okay, well, I'll roll that for now, because my guy's actually gone underneath the bed. Okay, I've got a 5.
Where did you put it?
It actually went right underneath there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it for now. I can get it later on.
Must have gone right underneath.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I'll get it later on. So, what do you roll? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. So both of us lift Angel Rush, very worn out. She is after all of that. She definitely has been working very hard. Maybe her body just cannot take too much more. So Gearloose and Blair Blaze both carry her outside. Blair Blaze has the key in her right hoof while trying to carry Angel Rush in the other, and Gearloose is carrying her with both of his hoofs as well. They go to the exit of the door with the other ponies watching them both, and they all call out, "They've got the key!" And they unlock the door, and then they're able to actually then open up the door again. So they had actually won the investigators event out of all the ponies.
We've won. That's brilliant, guys.
Yeah, all thanks to you, Angel Rush.
Thanks.
Hold on. Who made up the plan?
Yes, but if we didn't have Angel Rush's magic, we definitely wouldn't have gotten through. It's all thanks to our selfless efforts that we all got through that.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that.
And like Blair Blaze and Gearloose just put her down. You sure you'll be alright?
Yeah, I just need to rest for a while.
Yeah, I think so. You definitely look worn out. So yeah, it's definitely going to take a little bit of time probably for her to actually get her strength back after all of that. So, so that's that. So the investigators phase is now done. Okay, so and we choose to actually have a little bit of a break instead. So one of the events that we would have done, which would have been planting, we actually choose to miss instead, to try and look after Angel Rush and making sure that her energy gets back. So any stamina that any pony has lost, you get it all back.
Well, I'm already at max, so I don't get any back.
Yeah, and from all of that, Sweetie Belle, being her selfless self, actually sees Angel Rush actually coming in, and she actually offers her a drink of water to make sure she's rehydrated after all of that. You sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Thank you.
I didn't think you'd be that strong.
Neither did I.
So,
well, we never know our own strengths.
No. But Angel Rush sure is something.
Yep, sure is.
Just need to
I mean in a casual friendly way.
Yes, we know. But obviously she can't use her magic that much. She'll get too worn out. She's only got a small body.
I haven't noticed. Let's get back to the plot.
So what would have been the planting event, we end up actually not doing that one. So the next one we actually then end up doing is the obstacle course. So this is the last one. Angel Rush, if you could roll a mind check for your fear of heights.
1.
Ooh, yeah, you're very, very scared about doing this. Yeah, it's not a good idea.
So your pony suffers with vertigo.
So Angel Rush is very, very scared about doing this. She has a bit of a phobia for heights.
Mm-hmm.
She does, and so like Gearloose and
Blair... It's like the way she looks up. It looks like it's going further up and up and up.
Yeah. Like it looks like it's just too steep for her to climb. It does, and she just thinks, "What if I fall down there?"
What if I hurt myself?
So yeah, like Blair Blaze is like, maybe she should have a little bit more of a rest. And after all, everything she's done today, I bet she's tired out.
Good idea. We don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do.
Yeah, Gearloose, face ya! And Blair Blaze is the first pony to go onto the obstacle course. So, if you could do a body check for me, I'm going to need to use your D6 actually.
Oh, the 6?
Yeah.
Right, okay. 6.
Okay, and then do one for me as well.
Yep, sure. 5.
Thank you. Okay, so both of us are actually pretty quick. We are going across this. Blair Blaze is actually rather quick. She is. She's about like top middle of like a leaderboards table. Where with Gilus, however, he seems to be like right up the top. Like you'd see different fillies and colts names. There's around about 25 to 30 on the board. Out of all of them, Gearloose is like second or third in the timetables. Where you see Blair Blades is actually like more like around about 6th, 7th. She is, and she looks at looks at the leaderboard table and is like, "That's quite good, don't you think?"
No, it's nothing really. Yeah, me and my little sister do the old games every year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you're so far up there.
It's just a little bit of fun.
So, see, Angel Brush doesn't set her time. She's too scared to do that.
And I'm guessing while she's really scared, some like ponies sort of like, tease her and.
Yeah, it does tease her a little bit, not to the point that she cries over it, but it's like then like the pony that tease her, like Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootley recognise her. It's Diamond Tiara.
Oh no!
Yeah. And it's like, you've already got your cutie mark, so why can't you just do a simple obstacle course? Like, that is just so lame. Are you going to get over that? It's just a simple obstacle course. You can climb that.
I can't.
Sure you can. Are you too scared? And like Scootaloo just comes through and just like says to Giantia, "What do you think you're doing here? When you know you're not supposed to be here." And Giantia just goes, "Ha! Well, I think you blank flanks don't have any right talking to me like that." So Angel Brush. So what does Angel Brush say towards that?
I'm trying to think. Well, she just tried to say something, but she just can't. It's that phobia.
Yeah, he's definitely a bit too scared, especially with Damichiara teasing her. And like Damichiara just like looks at Angel Brush, like expecting an answer.
And I can imagine her saying, I can imagine Diamond Tiara saying, "And you're the so-called daughter of a famous art gallery firm."
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and she recognises the cutie mark, and she goes, "Oh, I bet you've only just got that, haven't you?"
Yes.
Are you by any chance know of any pony in a gallery?
Yes, my father, he runs.
And it's when Diamond Tiara kind of interrupts.
Well, I bet he wouldn't like to know you anymore if he found out you were just scared of going on a simple obstacle course, would he? And just gets right up in her face. And like Sweetie Belle just comes up to her. Now that's not a nice thing to say to any pony, now, is there? And like she just forces Diamond Tiara to just stay back. And Diamond Tiara just goes, "It's good that you have friends like these blank flanks around, because otherwise I'll be saying other mean things to you." And she just walks off. So Sweetie Belle just goes, "Why does she have to be so mean all the time?" And she just turns around to Angel Brush. She just goes, "I'm so sorry. We didn't mean for her to hurt you."
No, it's okay. I always get like this a lot, especially with my brothers.
It's okay. She's gone now.
Well, it's true. Her brothers, they do get mean at her.
Yeah. And like Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo say to her, "Well, make sure she doesn't turn up again."
Thank you.
And so that one ends the obstacle course. That does. So so that's all of the events. So it comes slightly towards the end. It does. And all three of us decide to start walking out. We do, all three of us together. That was so awesome, don't you think?
Yes, that was quite fun.
Yeah. Shame I was the only one that didn't get the cutie mark.
Well, not everybody's so lucky, are they? And then you hear Apple Bloom right up, coming from the other side of the game. and they call out to you, "Wait up!" And like she's all huffing and puffing. She is. "You gotta help us. Scooter's scooter isn't working." And now she turns to Gearloose, and he just goes, "Gearloose, you're good on a railway, aren't you? Do you think you can fix a scooter for us?"
No problem. Lucky for you, I did bring me toolkit.
Oh, good. I don't think we'd know what we'd do without you. Follow me. So so all three of us then follow with Apple Bloom until you see Scootaloo trying to start the engine on his scooter, and you are, but Scootaloo is getting a little bit angry. It's like, "Why won't this darn thing start?"
Oh, only 1 minute. Turn it off. Let me have a look.
"What do you know about it?" And Apple Bloom just goes up to him and said, "But I overheard Gearloose saying something about he was worked on a railway. He was fixing things, including starting to prep up an old steam engine. I figured if he can do something like that, he can do something like this." You're like, "Really?"
Yeah, no probs. I've been putting together steam engines and stuff for years. I could do it blindfolded. Let's have a look.
Right, so you look at the scooter. You do. Could you roll a mind check for me?
That one. 3.
3. Okay, so you look at the scooter, and you take a little bit of time, and then you find out what the problem is. It looks like there's a spark plug. There is. It's a little bit disattached, maybe from Scootaloo bouncing on his scooter a little bit too much from his jumps that he's been doing maybe early in the morning.
I see the problem. Just want your spark plugs. I haven't got a spare one to replace it, but I do have my electrical tape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could do something. I could do something like a quick fix, but you're gonna have to take it in for proper repairs.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right,
So
just a little tape, little wrap like that, little bit of a clean. All right, try and start it now.
Okay. He just shoots off. He does, and it's like it does seem like it's actually going a little. She, sorry.
Thank you.
And it seems like she's actually able to go a little bit faster with it, and there's just a little glow, but it's only a tiny bit. It's because it's like it's starting to get dark, and the sun's shining down quite brightly. It is, and Apple Bloom soon notices something on the flank of Gearloose, and she just goes, "Gearloose, I think that's what you're meant to do."
Hey guys, look! It's like a cog.
I didn't think you'd. Well, it looks like you was meant to earn it here. Maybe not in the festival itself.
I guess they were right. You can get your Cutie mark in the strangest of places.
Definitely. Well, I better let you all get off. So Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle choose to go back through the gates and start packing up. So all three ponies start to look at each other. It's getting towards the end of the day. You are, and you know it's time to say goodbye now. It's like you've had a wondrous day all together, but like you wish it didn't have to come. Really, so it's like, well, what do we do now?
Well, I guess we'll stay as friends if you two don't mind. I had fun with you two.
So did I.
Yeah, but I live all the way up in the Crystal Empire. Remember, I won't be able to get up here, down to here all the time, will I?
It's a shame that you don't have a friend who just happens to work on a railway.
You mean it?
Yeah, sure. Any time us three want to meet up, just I'll sort it out.
And of course, my father also runs another galley in the Crystal Empire.
Really? That is so awesome.
We even painted my father even painted a picture of Princess Cadence holding baby Flurry Heart when she was just born.
You mean during the Crystal?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I see. All three of us can hang out.
So all three ponies hug each other, and they all go their own separate ways. You don't know when the next adventure is going to probably come up. However, you'll probably know it's going to be next episode, which then all three ponies are then going to be grown up. They are. So they're going to be more like the teenagers type of years. All three of them.
Right.